zone. Well, I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, well, I can't take my eyes up off it. You're so phenomenally Roman, like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights, when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine, just imagine, just imagine. Woo! Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Oh, feel good to creeping up on me, so just dance, dance, dance. All those things I shouldn't do, but just dance, da 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 dance. Ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. Can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. Can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. Woo woo. Well, it's something magical. It's in the air. It's in my blood. It's rushing on. Don't need no reason. Don't need control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Well, I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, well, I can't take my eyes up off it. Moving so phenomenally. Remind like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights, when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine, just imagine, just imagine. Woo! Nothing I can see but you. So just dance, 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 dance. Feel good, it's creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. All those things I shouldn't do, but just dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. Can't stop the feeling. Can't stop the feeling. Can't stop the feeling. Can't stop the feeling.
I'll vamp at the top.
Nothing I can see but you, so just dance, baby, dance. Feeling good, creeping up on you, so just dance, 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 dance. Ain't nobody leaving soon, so just dance, dance, dance. And all those things I shouldn't do, so keep dancing. Can't stop the feeling, so just dance. Can't stop the feeling, baby, baby. Get up out of your seat and dance. Can't stop the feeling, oh, 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 dance. Can't stop the feeling.
That's true.
A one, a two, I buckle my shoe.
Welcome to the actual Stab Comedy Theater inside the virtual Stab Comedy Theater. It's a whole thing. It's time for the Obscure Movie Trivia Show. Please welcome to the screen your host, Buddy.
Hey, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for joining us live on a Tuesday. If you are joining us live on maybe YouTube or Facebook, and you want to be a little bit more involved in the show, you want to be shouted out, go on over to twitch.tv/stabcomedy. Over there, you'll see the chat, and I will be in the chat all night chatting with the chat, and they'll be there to tell me how good my hair looks. They'll be there to guess answers themselves. It's a fun time in the chat. I already see that we have some of our favorites. Switchblade Kitten's here. Berninski's here. Berninski's a little early today. We love to see that. If you are over there, go ahead and give a follow. That's free. That's just like your following Stab, so you can get notified of when they're going live and all of that good stuff. However, if you do want to support a little bit further, there are some options. You can give a subscribe. Subscribes are $5.99 a month. However, if you do have an Amazon Prime membership, you get one free a month. I think you should pass that along to Stab because they have live shows all the time going on, and they're all wonderful, and you should check them out. Also, you can gift subs. Those are $5.99, but it's a 1 month sub, so it's not a recurring thing that you either have to cancel or anything like that. It's a fun way to support. Also, at the top of the screen, you will see both the Patreon and the Venmo. Go on over there. Those are both great ways to directly support Stab as well. There's a bunch of cool stuff on there. And you can go on the website, of course, to check all the upcoming shows and everything going on. And I'm going to introduce you guys to the show today. It is the Obscure Movie Trivia Show. It is Tuesday, so what I do is I pick a movie of the week. This week we have picked the wonderful Fight Club, and I have 3 contestants, one of which I believe is maybe seconds away, but we're going to hopefully see them before we start round 1, because that's where it really matters. But there's going to be 3 rounds. The first round is all about our movie of the week. That is, of course, Fight Club. Round 2 will be about some actors that I have chosen, and we will get to that as soon as we get to round 2. And then finally, round 3 is more questions about Fight Club. However, this time, the contestants will be betting the points that they have earned throughout the show, and these questions will be much harder than our round 1 questions. So let's get into the contestants who are here right now. Up first, oh, by the way, in the chat, Robert Best, the best laugh in the game, is here. Great to see you, sir. But up first, he is a returning guest. Last time he was here, I do believe he did pick up the W. So welcome back to the show, Mr. Joey G.
Thanks for having me back, buddy.
It's always good to have you here, man. You were, when we discussed this episode, one of the people who were like, yeah, I love that movie. And I was like, well, it's hard not to love this movie. But I was like, this one's a very serious movie. How do I make it fun? I bring some of my most fun friends out to do it with. So, Joey G, we were talking outside, and you said that you hadn't watched this one in a while, but on your rewatch, things just came back to you super quickly.
Yeah, a lot of dialogue, actually, that I didn't think I retained. A
lot of quotes that we quoted too many times as teenage boys who thought we were way more sophisticated than we truly were.
That, and there's a lot of really stuff that isn't funny in this movie that just makes me so overjoyed that I can't help but laugh. It just cracks me up for some reason, but I don't want to give answers away, so we won't get into that.
That's always a good thing. Thank you, Berninsky. The chat is ready, and Buddy's hair is on point. I appreciate that early hair reference. We love to see it. Joey, I've asked you all the questions. You've been on the show a bunch. My new question to you, sir, is what movie are you looking forward to seeing this year?
Is the new Top Gun supposed to be coming out this year?
I do believe in November this year.
Okay, I would have to say Top Gun then. Is it?
Hey, no, it's okay, Parker. Come on in. Yes, this is live comedy, and we'd love to see it.
I saw that said live on Twitch, and also there's no audience. So
the audience is with us at all times. We will get to Parker in just a second. So you're looking forward to seeing Top Gun this year?
Yeah, that's another one of my all-time favorite movies is Top Gun for a lot of crazy reasons. But when I saw the second one was coming out, it always makes me nervous when they're 30 years too late coming out with a sequel. But I think this will be good.
The fact that we're getting Val Kilmer back and the fact that it's the Mission Impossible people that are doing it gives me all the hope in the world. So I'm also very excited. So thank you, Joey G, for being here.
Thank you.
Up next, he did just fly here from his home, which we will not give out because there are crazy people on the internet. But I am so thankful that he is here. It is completely my fault that I did not inform him that this was live in studio at the Stab Theater. But welcome to the show for the first time, Mr. Parker Newman.
Thanks for having me. Sorry, I fucked up.
No, it is okay, Parker. I just completely misread a message. It's okay. The internet happens, and here's the thing. Parker got here in time. I was able to vamp for you guys to meet him. And Parker was honestly the main reason why we had decided on this movie, because when we were talking about getting these guys on the show, Parker had talked about how great this movie was, and we all agreed that this movie is wonderful. So Parker, you are obviously a fan of this movie, but as far as like, you are a first-time contestant, so you do get the question for the first time.
Okay.
I throw this on all my first-time contestants, and that is, what is your favorite movie of all time?
Favorite movie of all time? I'd honestly either probably have to say Fight Club or Memento.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
probably. Either, yeah.
Memento is a fun one. If you're going to pick a Christopher Nolan movie, that's...
Yeah, that... I don't know that. Trying to think. I feel like I should also like my favorite. I don't know if it would still be, but like An American Werewolf in London, I liked a lot.
Yeah. We're not looking for like super sophisticated answers. It's okay, Parker. My favorite movie of all time is always going to be Die Hard. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a great
we're
movie.
not looking for award winners, but everything you just named are great movies. American Werewolf in London is wonderful. If you guys have not checked it out, you do mean London and not Paris, correct?
Oh, sorry. Actually, I think I might change my answer to 500 Days of Summer.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay, interesting. I like a lot of visuals in that movie, but sometimes that movie does grate on me just a little bit because of how long it is.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for being here, Parker. And up next, she was here. She is also a first-time contestant, and she is killing it all over the Sacramento comedy scene. Welcome to the show, Miss Ashley Monique.
Hello. Thanks for having me, buddy.
Absolutely. I'm so glad to have you on. You did get to do the return of Dr. Buddy Love when Stab was doing outdoor shows, which was really fun. And I've gotten to see you blossom and do all kinds of fun things. And everyone's getting to kind of see how great you are. But I want to know how good you are at movie trivia. That's what really matters in comedy. We all know this, is how good you are at movie trivia on a Tuesday.
I'm pretty good at trivia in general, but movies, I think I'm just kind of meh. We'll see how it shakes out.
We will see how it shakes out. So you got the benefit of hearing Parker answer the question first. Joey's answered the question already beforehand.
What was Joey's answer?
Joey didn't answer that this time, but what is your favorite movie of all time, Joey?
I think it's still Clerks. So yeah, not sophisticated.
We are not looking for sophistication. We are just looking for the movie that makes you want to watch it over and over again. But Miss Ashley, for you, what is your favorite movie of all time?
That's hard. I don't know that I have a favorite. I really like West Side Story
Ooh,
a lot.
okay.
I think I'll stick with that for now, for the purpose of the show. That'll be my favorite.
That is a great movie. I do believe one that they are currently remaking right now.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Yeah, Steven Spielberg is
Really?
heading that up. Yeah, that's his favorite musical of all time.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I guess it works for him. So thank you all for being here. I will introduce the rules as we get into each round. But once again, I wanted to thank everybody who's at home. I've been checking the the chat over at twitch.tv/stabcomedy. Go on over there, give a follow, give a subscribe, be part of the whole environment. Because over there we got Berninski, we got Robert Best, we got Stabs up in there, we got Necrosync the Tick, which is a cool name, and I'm so excited you're here. Necro, if you're somebody who just lurks, I'm glad you're saying hi. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. But yeah, we're going to get on into it. So round one is going to be 10 questions about the movie Fight Club. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read the questions out loud. The contestants will then have some time to write those answers on their board. I will chat with the chat as I do, and then I will also just banter along. And then after a little bit, I'll give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then I'll call on you guys one at a time. You will turn over and show your answer, and then I will tell you whether you got it correct or not. Sound good?
Are we allowed to cheat?
I hope that I got the crowd that would not cheat.
Okay.
Um,
Just clarifying.
Just
Okay.
clarifying. But yes, no, that the idea is we all trust each other, but this is also for fun. But each correct answer will be worth 1 point. You don't lose anything for an incorrect answer. Again, this is all about just having some fun and talking some movie knowledge. And let's get on into it with question number 1. And this one's going to be a hard one, you guys.
Okay.
Question number 1 is, what is the first rule of Fight Club?
I almost started writing that down as a joke.
If you have seen the show, some of these will be harder than others. This one is a fun little one that I don't think I could have gotten away with not asking. Berninsky says yes, they do have a new West Side Story coming out, and I love to see that.
Me too.
I'm actually really excited to see what they do. I love new commercialized musicals. I don't care. I love them. But I'm going to go ahead and give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Joey. What did you have?
First rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
All right. And Parker, what did you have?
I put don't talk about Fight Club.
Good.
Yeah.
And Ashley, what did you have?
I put don't talk about Fight Club.
Great job all around. Yes, the first rule of Fight Club we are breaking during this whole entire show. So we're rebels like that.
I'm
Okay,
also
good job,
wearing a
everyone.
shirt, so that's not and shoes.
True.
Oh shit! I hope I didn't spoil one of the fucking.
All right, I'm gonna
What's
take
the
that
sixth rule
question
of Fight
off. No, I did have some backup ones just in case, but I was like, no, we won't give them away. So hopefully we don't. But question number 2 is, what is Tyler Durden's home business name? This was also the name of my first metal band. Because
I would love to hear some of that music.
I think I have some I can show you. Because, of course, like I said, I was a teenager who thought I was super deep while watching Fight Club. And in the chat, we did have some guesses for the last one, and then we have some.
How strict are you going to be about this accuracy?
Oh, I mean, there's leniency, but I mean, if you get it completely wrong, I mean, we'll have an issue. This one's pretty simple, though, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe just because I named a shitty metal band as a teenager that it's easier for me. But we'll see, because I'm going to give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, starting this time with Parker.
Oh, I'm probably wrong, and not just that, but I don't think I can explain how I got this answer. Death Sugar.
Okay, and Ashley, what did you have?
I couldn't quite remember, like a Paper House Soap Company.
Oh, no, we are going to need the full one, but it looks like maybe Joey has it. Joey, you want to show us?
Yeah, it's the Paper Street Soap Company.
It's Paper Street
Although
Soap Company.
I thought that's just where they live. God damn it! Wait,
No.
did I give away another?
No,
thing?
you didn't.
Okay.
No,
yeah,
you
just
didn't.
thought that's where they fuck.
No,
Like
that
your
is
answer,
I think
his job.
Because I watched it earlier today, and I think that Tyler Durden's shirt said "Death Sugar" on it, or I misread. I can't read cursive well.
For some reason, for some reason that does for some reason ring a bell. But yes, it was Paper Street Soap Company and my shitty band, which you might be able to still find on Bandcamp. If not, I have a crappy CD somewhere that Paper Street. So there we go. Good job to Joey, and good job to me. And did not mean to do that into the mic. Sorry to everybody's ears. But question number 3 is, what is the name of Edward Norton's character? Give me a look. Don't give me a look. I'm not going to give you any answers here. That's not what we do here. These are new pens. If yours isn't working, I'm taking this right back to Target.
Yeah, no, it just takes a minute to get started.
Okay. Good. Yeah, I had my markers and some other stuff, and I left that bag at home for some reason, like a dork. But Target hooked it up. And by hook it up, I mean they let me pay for new markers. And we do have some guesses in the chat, and thank you for saying my snort was nice, Mr. Robert Best. I appreciate that. But we're going to go ahead and give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Ashley this time. What did you have and what did you write?
All right, so it's the narrator, but in Fight Club 2, it's Cornelius. Chuck Palahniuk decided on Cornelius as his name, and then Edward Norton himself refers to the character as Jack in the DVD commentary, but officially it's the narrator.
Okay, you went much deeper than I was hoping for. But let's see what Joey had.
So it's revealed at the end, spoiler alert, his name is Tyler Durden, but he also signed up as Rupert and Cornelius at the Get Well clinic things. So I didn't know what you were looking for.
Okay, and let's see what Parker had.
I put Jack Moore. Is that not? No, that's who he's referring to when he says like Jack.
I am Jack's.
Yeah.
Was I wrong?
Here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it to all of you guys because he
Tyler
doesn't
Durden.
actually have a name in the movie. I would have gone with narrator, but the way you guys all explained your answers is correct. I should have been less vague with that. Sorry.
Yeah,
But yes,
I'd
the
rather
idea
get-
was that he doesn't really have a name.
Yeah.
He signs up as multiple things. Jack is a name, and
Yeah, I
didn't
do
think of
remember
Jack. That was a good
Cornelius too.
Ashley gave the whole synopsis to Fight Club 2.
If you had asked me who was his first fake name, I would have said Cornelius. Just putting that out. Just
But it's only
defending my
one-
ego. That's it.
Just so people know that I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch the movie, I swear.
But that's going to lead us into question number 4, which is, what does Norton's character chew on to get rid of his insomnia? This is not a spelling bee either. So I don't know if this is super hard. Do you want to switch me out, bud?
No, I got it.
Okay.
Just have to scribble for a second.
The blue marker is not working, Target. You need to get it together.
No, 2 stars at best.
2 stars. I'm going to go on Target's review. Just be like, hey, 2 stars. Now that I'm thinking of it, I should have probably bought markers with erase. You know what? We're just going to keep going. Yes, the narrator, Berninski, would have also been accepted. Thank you. But yeah. The second rule of Fight Club. Looks like we have some answers. I'm going to give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting back with Joey G this time. What did you have?
I believe it was valerian root.
Okay. And Parker, what did you have?
Fuck. Now, Nicorette gum. But now that you say that, I'm like, fuck it. That it was funny. God
And
damn it.
Ashley, what did you have?
I thought it was a root. I put chicory root. I didn't remember what kind of root it was.
Oh, it was valerian
Oh.
root.
Why
Joey
would he
G.
smokes in it. I'm dumb. I should have just said my car was in the shop.
It is okay. This is by no means the hardest questions we'll get, hopefully. I don't know. We'll see. But that was a good one. Parker, just so you know, you weren't the only one who guessed that, though. We had
Oh,
a
okay.
nicotine gum guess in the chat as well, so it's all good. But question number 5 is, which rock star plays Bob in the movie? And I will fight to the end that there are 2 rock stars in this movie.
Mm,
Parker, don't even start with me. Okay? I knew you would argue that at most. But it looks like everyone had an answer really quick, so I'm going to give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting this time with Parker, what did you have? In
meatloaf.
Oh, good job. And Ashley, what about you?
Meatloaf.
All right.
I like how you
And-
sounded surprised that I got it right.
No, it's my announcer voice, I'm trying to sound like, oh, wow. Okay. And what did you have, Joey G?
I also had meatloaf.
Good job. Meatloaf is delicious. I'm glad we all had meatloaf.
Who is the second rock star that's up for debate in this? 'Cause
Jared
Jared
Leto.
Leto.
Who?
Jared Leto, because he's
Oh.
in 30 Seconds to Mars.
Was he?
which provides the greatest line in a movie of all time from Rockstar Never Stop Never Stopping, or Popstar Never Stop Never Stopping, where he goes, 30 Seconds to Mars is the name of a band, not a distance. It's one of my favorites. But yes, 30 Seconds to Mars is a rock band. If we're going to put Meatloaf in the rock and roll genre, we have to put 30 Seconds to Mars there. So good job, everyone. I thought I'd throw you guys off by saying Rockstar, but no, I guess
He
not.
is the rock star, sir.
It threw me off if you said Jared Leto were an actor.
True. He's rock and roll first. Okay, so question number 6 is, where does Norton's character physically meet Tyler Durden for the first time? Which is a weird thing to say, physically meet, because
That's
you
kinda
know what I mean.
Yeah, I think like that's throwing me off of what I think the
Yeah,
answer is.
It shouldn't. I don't know why I said it like that. It shouldn't throw you off. No. I'm probably wrong. I probably should throw you off. Berninski also got Meatloaf, so did Robert Best. I guess that one was a lot easier than I thought. Berninski, who doesn't have a crush on Jared Leto? Honestly, for reals. He's also playing a comic book vampire in a movie this year that I'm interested in. But I'm going to go ahead and give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Miss Ashley. What did you have and what did you write?
An airplane.
Nice. What do you have, Mr. Joey G?
I also had airplane.
Okay. And Mr. Parker?
I put airplane as well.
Oh, thank you guys. Okay.
Really thought that was going to be a trick question.
I ain't trying to trick you, Joey G. I ain't like that. When do you know me to trick? I'm not a trickster.
You fooled me before,
Yes.
but mostly just because I had the wrong answers. So
True. That is the idea. But question number 7 is, what was wrong with the first applicant for Project Mayhem, according to Tyler Durden?
sorry, what was wrong with the first what?
Applicant for Project Mayhem. Some of these will be a little bit harder, hopefully. Berninski agreeing with me about Jared Leto. Jared Leto rules. Yeah, it was in the airplane. He did. So the reason I clarified the whole airplane thing was because he does see him in the commercial, and he's in the mirror in the dream, right? Or he's in. He like flashes. He sees Tyler before he actually meets Tyler.
He
but
flashes
it's not
in the
physical.
meeting.
Yes,
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
it is. But he's not physically there. And we got some guesses in the chat. And I'm going to go ahead and give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jumping back to Joey G this time. What did you have and what did you write?
Total guess. I wrote too short because it was the brown-haired guy.
That's a
But-
good guess. That's
Yeah,
a
I
good
don't
guess.
remember.
Parker,
Yeah.
what did you have?
I put too old, but I think that's actually later.
Okay.
So that's probably not the first applicant.
And then Ashley?
Too young.
Ashley is correct. It is too
Oh
young.
man.
Yes, but good job, Parker. Yeah, it was. You're talking a later one. Yeah, the first one was he is too young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But good
remember
job.
the yelling, but not that specific thing.
Well, there we go. And good job, Miss Ashley. But we also got a too short as a guess in the chat too. So
That feels better.
you know, it's always better to be wrong with somebody else, I guess. I don't know why I have to announce other people's wrong answers as well. But we'll just slide right into question number 8. How about that? Question number 8 in round 1 is, what was in the jar that Norton's character ate straight from the fridge? That's probably a poorly worded question. I'm going to try to reread that. What was in the jar that Norton's character ate straight from that he got from the fridge? I'm not going to be breathing into the mic like that. It's okay, Berninski. The points are like, you know, only super important at the very end of the game. But that's why we have this round and the fun round too, that kind of like makes everything even out. But I'm going to go ahead and give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And starting with Parker this time, what did you have and what did you write?
I put olives as more of a guess, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't think.
No,
they said
that's not. It's not a bad guess. That's a good guess.
I think they said it though, right?
Yeah, but it's shown what he eats, and it's really disgusting. Maybe just me picking it up is the way you guys are looking at me makes me think that it's more of a thing that I saw and went, "Ew, that's disgusting," and picked up on while I was writing these questions, rather than something that any normal person would pick up. But let's see what Miss Ashley had.
I didn't know either. I said mustard.
Okay, and Joey, what did you have?
You know, it's weird. I was thinking mustard, but I went with sardines instead.
It's mustard. So at least one person.
Oh,
Wow.
I just remember that.
He just spoonfuls mustard.
Well,
I don't remember that, but I remember when his apartment was trashed, he was just like, "Oh, my fridge only has condiments."
yeah.
Okay, well, maybe it is me. We had peanut butter as a guest in the chat. Peanut butter sounds delicious right now. But good job, Ashley, with that. What I assume now is a guess, but you guys did really well with that. I guess I just pick up on weird food things in movies. That's something that I guess I need to talk with my therapist about. I have a weird relationship with food, apparently, guys. I'm just finding that out on the show. But let's get into question number 9, which is, who owns the tavern that they hold the Fight Club in?
I think I'm going to take you up on that pen trade. Thanks.
What kind of bullshit do you got my boy going through here? Target. All right, Target, you son of a...
Oh, this one writes like a dream, though.
It does. This one doesn't write at all. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And starting with Ashley this time, what did you have and what did you write?
Lou?
Okay. And Parker, what about you? Joey G, what about you?
So he introduced himself, I believe, by his Christian name, Fucking Lou. I'm
Okay.
Fucking Lou.
Okay. And Mr. Parker, what did you have?
I put that Italian dude starts with an L.
Starts with an L.
Yes.
Well, Lou is what we were looking for.
Does that get a point?
It doesn't.
Oh.
But the fact that you knew his name is very important. So, sorry, I've got to redo my maths here. Okay, and that leads us to question number 10. I'm going to put this down here. Question number 10, which is, finish the quote. This chick, Marla Singer, did not have blank blank. It's 2 words. I will repeat the question. Finish the quote. This chick, Marla Singer, did not have blank blank. Berninski says, thanks, Lou. We all love a good Lou.
I think "You Don't Know Where I've Been, Lou" is probably the greatest quote in that movie.
It's really the characters around Tyler and Ed Norton's character and all of that kind of make this movie like that make the world real, and I think that's why this movie is so beloved. But I'm gonna go ahead and give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Joey G. What did you have?
This chick Marla Singer did not have testicular cancer.
Parker, what did you put?
I put testicular cancer.
All right, sweet. And Ashley, what did you have?
I put testicular cancer.
Damn it.
Nice, I
It
didn't.
doesn't feel like I win if other people don't lose.
You're a fucking gem, Parker.
Thanks.
Hey,
I'm just speaking truth.
I'm
Truth
gonna
to
go
power.
over the points, but
I'm a little more competitive. I think than I realized.
Jesse.
I'm competitive too. I'm just not losing right now.
Yeah, exactly.
We do have a tie
Fun.
score right now for first with 8 points each. Miss Ashley and Joey G. Good job, you guys. But Parker, you come in second right now with 5 points, which allows you an advantage in round number 2, which I will discuss in just a second here as we get into it. We finally got an audience member. Mr. Artie V's in the house. Thank you, Mr. Artie.
I believe that's Jedi Knight RDV.
He does have a lightsaber. Last time it was a Artie Valenzuela. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. But anyways, that was a good job. Like I said, 8 points to both Ashley and Joey G in first place. Parker coming right behind them with 5 points. But like I said, that does give Parker the advantage going into round 2 because, round 2 is, of course, Weird Careers. I have picked 3 actors. This time I picked the 3 main actors from this movie, of course, Brad Pitt, Edward Norton, and Helena Bonham Carter. Don't know why it was hard to say her name. However, I have written 5 questions about each of their careers, just 5 questions about 5 movies that they've been in, and each correct answer you get is worth 2 points. Now, Parker, because you are in second place, you do get to decide which actor you get questions from.
Okay. Probably Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, okay. Good choice, Mr. Brad Pitt has been in a lot of good movies. So these ones are directly to you. You don't have to write anything down. Like I said, each correct answer is worth 2 points. You don't lose anything for an incorrect answer. This is a great way to get some points fast.
Oh, cool.
So,
I'm not very good at actors, though.
question number 1 is, what X-Men franchise film does Brad Pitt have a cameo in as the Vanisher?
If I had to guess, Deadpool. I have no. Oh yeah, Deadpool.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, Deadpool.
We were looking for Deadpool 2.
Oh, what? Does that not count? God damn it.
Sorry, Parker.
Oh, fuck.
In fairness, did you
I
not say
remembered
what
that.
Marvel franchise?
Film.
Ah, fuck.
Franchise film. X-Men
tried for you.
X-Men
Yeah.
franchise film. I'm sorry, Parker.
No.
We were looking for Deadpool 2. This is my favorite cameo of all time because he's never actually in the film.
Yeah.
Not once. It's just wonderful. Other than when he's getting electrocuted, they show Brad Pitt's face. It's fucking brilliant. Greatest paycheck of all time. But that's okay, Parker, because that leads us to question number 2, which is, name the Tank movie where Brad Pitt plays War Daddy.
I'm gonna guess Inglourious Bastards because I've never seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, Inglourious Bastards, we should all be watching that movie. It's a great one. Parker, I'm not going to tell you to watch that movie. I'm just not on a personal level going to
I'm
tell you to
guessing
watch
I'm
that.
wrong.
You are. We were looking for, and maybe Tank did not give it away, but we were looking for, of course, Fury.
Nice.
It's a great one, actually. Terrible ending, very sad movie, but it's a good movie, and I can never get over the fact that Brad Pitt's character in it goes by War Daddy. So that's okay, because that leads us on to question number 3 in the career of Brad Pitt. Name the DreamWorks animated film that Brad Pitt voices Metro Man for. And I will repeat that. Name the DreamWorks animated film that Brad Pitt voices Metro Man for.
Metro Man. I'm totally guessing Wreck-It Ralph. Or wait. The Incredibles? Wait. Pixar or Disney?
I will repeat the question.
Okay.
Name the DreamWorks animated. It is okay, because we are going to name the DreamWorks animated film that Brad Pitt voices the character Metro Man for.
Metro Man. DreamWorks. Yeah, I literally have no idea. I'm just gonna say Wreck-It Ralph because I literally
Wreck-It Ralph would not be a bad guess. This one actually gets brought up a lot if you watch the show. I think I'm probably one of the only people that loves this movie, but
What is it?
Megamind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He plays Metro Man. That one's got
yeah.
like a wonderful voice cast. It's a silly, stupid spin on how dumb superhero movies are and how dumb superheroes are in general. But it's a really fun movie. And I bring it up a lot on this show, and you would be surprised how often somebody gets an answer wrong about Megamind.
Yeah.
So you are in good company. But that leads us to question number 4, which is, which famous actor plays opposite Brad Pitt in the movie Spy Game?
No idea.
What?
Yeah, never seen that.
Spy Game? You've never seen Spy Game?
Nah.
I'm getting looks that nobody's ever seen Spy Game.
Oh, okay, cool.
You guys, go out and watch this movie if you can. I think it's probably on Amazon for free. We are, of course, talking about the legendary actor Robert Redford.
Oh.
But that's okay. Our final question in the career of Brad Pitt is, which Brad Pitt classic came out first? Fight Club or Snatch?
I've never seen Snatch. Fight Club was 2001, I think, right? So I'm gonna guess Snatch.
No.
God, I'm 50-50 shot. Really? God fucking.
Fight Club was, of course, this is another thing that I bring up on the show quite often, but Fight Club was in the year of the greatest movies ever made, or the greatest movie year for movies, 1999, and Snatch came out in the year 2000. But both are great movies. Parker, I actually think you might honestly like Snatch. Truthfully, it's a fun kind of like weird movie in a sense that you have to like think about things, and it's also dumb fun. I don't know. I really like that movie, but I was surprised that like how close the two were, because he looks completely different in the two movies. Like he did some real body transformation there, but that's okay, Parker. They're still around for you to catch up on some points. But that leads us to both Ashley and Joey. You both got 8 in round 1, which means that was a tie, which means that I have written a number between 1 and 10 on this piece of paper over here. And you guys are each going to give me a number. And starting with Miss Ashley, because it's your first time, give me a number between 1 and 10.
7.
Okay, Mr. Joey G.
Damn, I was gonna pick 7. I'm gonna go with 4.
All right, and with that, the number was 5. So, Mr. Joey G, you get to decide between Edward Norton or Helena Bonham Carter.
I'm going to go with Edward Norton and just
All right.
pray that all the questions are about primal fear. I don't know what else.
Such a good movie, man.
That's amazing.
In Primal Fear. No.
Yes!
Question number 1 in the career of Edward Norton. Name the movie where Edward Norton plays a child TV show host, Rhino.
That'd be Death to Smoochie, the other Edward Norton movie I've seen.
Yes, and also, if you guys have not seen this show, I bring that movie up all the time because it is my favorite underrated Robin Williams movie. And I also think that everybody should watch Death to Smoochie because some of the antics of Robin Williams in that movie are just brilliant. Just fucking brilliant.
Safari, motherfucker.
My favorite will always be when he bakes the dick-shaped cookies. And they're like, no, it's a rocket ship. And he's like, no, it's a cock. Question number 2 in the career of Edward Norton. Good job on that one. But question number 2 in the career of Edward Norton is, which Hannibal Lecter movie features Edward Norton?
I think that was Red Dragon.
Ooh, good call.
Yeah.
Good scratch. That is actually a great one in the series, and I think the only one that misses in that whole movie series is Hannibal Rising, and it's the only one without Anthony Hopkins. So
Yeah, I've never actually seen Red Dragon, but I had the movie poster
really,
for some reason.
it's a great movie.
don't know why.
Philip Seymour Hoffman puts in an amazing performance in that movie, and he's only in it for a little bit. He's really great in that.
Yeah, he's great.
But good job. Question number 2. Who is the other male lead in the movie Rounders?
Guy, I haven't seen that one. Edward Norton and Danny DeVito seem like they would play off each other really well, so say Danny DeVito is in Rounders.
I mean, they did play off each other really well in Death to Smoochie.
Was Danny DeVito in Death to Smoochie?
I think he actually directs that one, if I'm not mistaken.
He was probably like,
but
some
he has
shit
like a
manager.
small, tiny role in it. But no, we were looking for Matt Damon.
That guy.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
guy. That guy. But good job.
Yeah.
That leads us to question number 4, which is, what movie features Edward Norton as a recently released neo-Nazi?
Oh, American History X. I forgot about that one, man. That movie was fucking nuts.
You know what? I watched it once as a
Should've
kid.
picked Edward Norton.
You know what? That happens all the time. It's a first time thing where you're like, oh, Brad Pitt has all the movies.
Yeah,
He's the most
exactly.
popular one. It's those guys with smaller movie pools that usually are the ones that are harder for me to write harder questions for.
Yeah.
Yeah, American History X, that was one that I watched once as a kid, was so upset by it that I still don't think I've ever even gone back and seen a frame of since.
Yeah, I was 20 something when I watched that movie, and I still could not bear to watch the curb stomp part. I hid my eyes like
I
a
was
scared child.
much younger and did not understand, and I was like, this is not okay.
As soon as his teeth hit the curb, I was like, "Oh, here it comes!"
Yeah,
Not doing
we're
it.
not doing that.
No.
But good job, Mr. Joey G. Which leads us to, let me make sure I calculated your points there. Leads us to our final question in the career of Edward Norton, which is, who plays Betsy Ross? Question number 5. Who plays Betty Ross in Norton's Hulk feature?
God, I have that movie. I never watched it. Probably should have. It would have been worth the 2 points. Who plays Betty Ross? I hear that's all it was good for. Yeah.
Truthfully.
Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes. Not a bad guess for around the time, 2008. She was a little busy doing Batman Begins.
Shit? Okay.
But we were looking for Miss Liv Tyler.
Ah.
Yeah.
I
But good
figured
job.
it was a beautiful brunette woman.
Hey, I mean, you didn't guess wrong there. But good job, Joey G. Which leads us to Miss Ashley Monique, who gets Helena Bonham Carter. And Ashley, how confident do you feel in the career of Miss Helena Bonham Carter?
If I had won the number thing, I would have picked her. So this worked out all right.
So this worked out in Ashley's favor to begin with. Hopefully, she does well here. And we will start with question number 1, which is name the musical where Carter plays Mrs. Lovett.
Sweeney Todd.
Damn it. Okay. She was also in Les Mis. I thought maybe that would throw somebody off, but apparently Ashley knows her musicals. So, good job. That's 2 points for Ashley. And then that leads us to question number 2, which is, what famed character does Carter play in the Alice in Wonderland movie series?
She plays the Queen of Hearts. Or the Red Queen.
Either one would have been acceptable. That cheering on the outside is our dear friend and audience member, Mr. Artie Valenzuela.
And it made you go, "Hey."
The Red Queen. Yeah. She's
Marla Singer. No.
She's Marla Singer. Question number 3 is, name the Johnny Depp movie which features Carter as Red Harrington. And I didn't say the whole question. Sorry about that. Question number 3 is, name the Johnny Depp Western which features Carter as Red Harrington.
Oh, I have no idea, but I'll guess Western. Rango?
Good guess for a Johnny Depp Western. We were looking for, of course, the horrible, horrible Lone Ranger.
Oh, I forgot he was in that.
Yes. It is.
No,
it
I did not
is-
watch it.
No, it is honestly 2 hours of terrible movie to get to one pretty cool train scene, and that's it. It's essentially Avatar, but at the end, instead of waiting 2 hours to get to a pretty decent fight, you're waiting 2 hours to get to a pretty decent fight on a train. They're the same movie, is what I'm saying.
Which was also ripped off of Fern Gully, so maybe just watch Fern Gully.
Just watch Fern Gully. The animation's better. We have our chat coming alive. I love seeing Berninsky here. Berninsky is a hard worker, so sometimes we don't get him in the chat. But love to see you. You're getting all the questions. Matt Damon, Red Dragon, Danny DeVito and Rounders would have been great. Danny DeVito in almost anything would be great. But that's going to lead us to question number 4 in Helena Bonham Carter, which is, Carter, in what Disney... This is probably a terribly worded question here. Question number 4 is, Carter, in what Disney live-action movie plays a fairy?
Disney live action movie plays a fairy. I don't know. I'm gonna guess. Oh God, I don't even know any that have fairies in them. Cinderella.
Wow. Yes, she does play the fairy godmother. Wow, that was impressive, Ashley. Completely impressive. Yes, she plays the fairy godmother in Cinderella. I wasn't going to say like movie that she plays a godmother in because there's only like one movie. So good job. And that leads us to our final question, which is, who plays opposite Helena Bonham Carter in The Corpse Bride?
Johnny Depp.
That is correct. Good job. Turns out that she did a lot of movies with that guy.
Yeah.
Just a lot of them. Yeah. her husband really liked that guy, or her ex-husband now. Really liked that guy. So good job. So that leads us to some new scores coming at the end of round number 2 with a lead now. We have Miss Ashley with 16 points. Good job. Right on her tail is Mr. Joey G with 14. And still not out of this because the third round is where everything happens. Mr. Parker with 5 points.
It's a positive spin.
Hey, that's what we do here because this is all about fun. Okay, so what's going to happen is with those points that you guys have, do you guys know the points that you have? Do you guys remember what I told you you had?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. With those points, we are going into the third and final round. That is the betting round. What's going to happen here is just like round 1, I'm going to read you 5 questions, one at a time. I'm going to do some chatting with our amazing, wonderful chat that I love to see. And then eventually I'm going to give you guys a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Call on you guys one at a time. However, this time you guys are going to write the answer, and right next to it, you guys are going to write a number between 1 and 3. 1, 2, or 3. That's the number of points you are betting based off your confidence from the question. So you get to hear the question before you bet your points. So, does everyone understand?
Yes.
Wait, so what if... Can you put 0 if you're not confident?
No, that's the
Oh,
thing. We
okay.
tried that once. I tried that on the very first one, and they just kept putting 0 all the
Okay.
time. So...
Okay, so like this. So how this is gonna work is, so you ask us the question, and then like if we bet 2 and get it wrong, we lose 2. We get 2, we get it right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So they could get super confident and lose their points right now, Parker. I have seen one person. I shouldn't say I have seen people. I have seen one person go into the negative. I haven't seen multiple
I'd see
people.
another.
You're not from film school, are you? Did you ever go to film school? Okay. I think
Clearly
you'll be
not.
okay.
Yes, our film school students, I think, are now 0-4.
Oh, really? For real?
0-4 on the show.
Why is
Oh.
that?
They don't watch good movies in film school.
They
I
don't
guess.
watch good movies. They just watch The Graduate over and over again on a loop. But all right, we're gonna get right into it. This is the betting round. These questions are gonna be a little bit harder.
Yeah.
So question number 1. When we first meet the narrator's boss, what specific color is his tie?
I know this one. I predicted it.
Yeah, Berdinsky got
Does spelling count?
no, nothing.
What fucking color is this?
Now I'm confused because I'm looking at the word and I'm going, wait a second, how do you misspell either of those? But maybe there's I don't know. We're gonna see.
I'm like, does green have 2 E's? Like, no. That's not the answer.
We
Or
will
it could
see.
be. I don't
Or it
know. I
could
don't
be.
want
Who
to help
knows?
anyone.
Yeah, we're not telling anybody. But let's get a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Joey G. What did you have and what did you bet?
So I don't think this is a color, but I want to say cornflower blue.
Okay, and how much did you bet?
1 point, because I don't think cornflower is right.
Okay.
Oh, why not?
What? Why not? Parker, what did you have?
I went all in, and I did cornflower blue.
I also said 1 through 3.
Oh,
So
what?
I'm gonna
So
take
then 3.
3. Absolutely, but good job. Yes, cornflower
Thanks.
blue. And Ashley, what did you have?
I wrote blue. I only did 1 point. Is blue good enough?
No,
No.
that's why I
Oh.
said the specific
Yeah,
color.
and you spelled it wrong, so
And you spelled it wrong.
Blue is 2 O's.
yeah, it's 2 O's. 2 O's and a silent GH. I don't know.
Nice. All right. Good job. Question number 2. Like I said, some of these will be a little bit harder than others. Question number 2 is, how much money did each member of Project Mayhem need for their personal burial money? Yeah, this very specific amount. This movie has such little like lines that I think that a lot of us, like you said, when you watched it again, you're like, yeah, all these little lines of dialogue are things that like you thought about over and over again. We'd probably try to analyzing them in our head and like how deep they really were.
There were also a lot of like tiny little things like in the scenery that I just never noticed before. As many times I've seen this movie, I was like, holy shit, that was
the hard thing, not writing like the most obscure questions of like, I know it's obscure movie trivia show, but I also want you guys to be able to answer these questions. Right. But yeah, it was kind of hard not to like the references that they give in just visual form and nothing else is really cool in this movie. But I'm gonna give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Parker, what did you have and what did you bet?
I bet 1 point and I put $3,000.
Okay. And Ashley, what did you have and what did you bet?
I bet 1 point and I put $0.
Okay. And Joey, what did you have and what did you bet?
It was $300. I bet 3 points.
Good job. That is correct.
I swear, I put 300 first, and I thought, I feel like the burial should be more. So I added a 0.
They're minimalists, Parker.
Yeah.
Parker's like, no, not in this economy.
Yeah, go out. You know, it's your big day.
He wrote 300 and he was like, I'm not getting buried for 300. Fuck that. You better be throwing some accoutrement. But good job, Joey. Yes, we were looking for $300. So, question number 3 is, why was the narrator's suitcase confiscated? If you guys are out there and you guys came into the stream like halfway through, like Artie did to the stream, go on over and check out twitch.tv/stabcomedy. Over there you can find this show and you'll be able to chat along with us, but you'll also be able to find all of the amazing shows that Stab has going on, which you should follow and of course be a part of as much as you possibly can. Safely, of course. Also, subscribe and follow while you're there. Subscribe. It does cost $5.99 a month. However, it is an amazing thing and an amazing way to support a place that's putting out shows constantly for us to enjoy. And also, you can gift out subs to people who are in the chat if you feel so generous. It is a 1 month subscription. It's really cool. But I appreciate you guys all watching us. I appreciate my chat more than anything in the world. Love you guys so very much. But I'm going to give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Ashley this time. What did you have and what did you bet?
It was vibrating and I put 3 points.
All right. And Joey, what did you have?
I also put it was vibrating 3 points.
All right. And Parker, what did you have?
I put 1 point. It had soap/bomb stuff in it. Was that? Well, I mean, because he does have like the soap in there.
He does
like on the flight.
He does have soap in there. That is not why it is confiscated. It's
Well, I
because
know
it's a
that
vibrating suitcase.
Right, I know they made a joke about it being like a dildo, but I thought that's like not the actual reason though.
No, it was because it was a vibrating suitcase. He says,
okay.
yeah. But that's okay. We are on to our final 2 questions. With question number 4. The movie opens with this line. Finish the line. People are always asking me if I blank, blank, blank. And it's 3 words. Hey, fees here. Oh, it's $5.99 only on mobile. So if they go to just on the website, it's $5. I don't know what the exchange rate is on mobile. But yes, it's $5.99 on mobile for subscribe. I've been subscribed for 10 months. It's a fun thing to do. It's what all the homies are doing. Oh, it's $4.99 on desktop. So get on your desktop, do it. Get it on your mobile and do it. Whatever you feel. Supporting Stab is a great way to keep the lights on and also keep cool shows happening. So I'm gonna give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I need hands in the air. Thank you, Parker. Starting with Joey G. The question is, the movie opens with this line. Finish the quote. People are always asking me if I blank, blank, blank.
I'm not too sure about this one. I think if I know Tyler Durden for 1 point.
All right, good job. And Parker, what did you have?
Yeah, I didn't believe this, but get enough sleep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know that it was like the second you put it up, I knew.
What was our bet on that one? What?
3.
3? Oh, that's okay. And Miss Ashley, what did you have?
I had
and what did
no idea. Have any hobbies? 1 point.
Oh.
Just a casual way to open the movie.
People always ask me if I have any hobbies. All right, that leads us on to our final question.
What was
of
the answer?
game. Oh, it was no Tyler.
Oh, okay.
No
Yeah.
Tyler Durden. Yeah. People are always asking me if I know Tyler Durden. I love that line. We are on to our final question of the game. Final question of the game is, according to the narrator, how much blood can someone drink before getting sick? This got all the vamp kids at school really excited.
I actually know this one.
I believe you, sir. This show is so much fun to do, but sometimes, you know what, Parker, honestly, I can send you a list. There's a list of the 2 gentlemen that we have in here who have had some really rough nights.
Really?
I mean, at least one of them has walked away with a 0 before. So, and like I said, I've had negative points before. So the fact that you know this movie at all is fine.
wanted-
Plus, also, like I said, Parker flew all the way here last second.
Thanks.
He's jet lagged. But yes.
Yeah, I get an hour of sleep at night. It's
Hey,
nah, it's a movie reference anyway.
I know. I know. I was trying to think of another quote to say, and then I was like, he might just be telling us something right now, and I don't want to be rude. But yes, Berninsky bet 1,000 points. I don't even know if that's legal. But final question was, according to the narrator, how much blood can you drink before getting sick? And starting with Mr. Parker, what did you have and what did
I
you
put
bet?
1 pint.
Oh,
for
nice.
3 points.
And Miss Ashley, what did you have and what did you write?
1 pint, also 3 points.
All right. And Mr. Joey G.
I couldn't remember if it was a pint or a quart, so I put 1 point for pint.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, it was 1 pint. So that brings us to the end of the game. That brings us to some final scores. That brings us to some winners and some runners-up who I absolutely adore. But coming in first place is somebody who absolutely did not think that they were going to win this, I think, when I talked to them. And so excited to say that pulling out yet another victory, Mr. Joey G with 23 full points.
Oh, man.
Big victory. Good job.
Thank you. I thought you were gearing up to say Ashley won.
She did amazing, and we'll get to her in just a second, of course. But congrats to you, sir.
Thank
you.
you.
Kind of betting too high on anything you weren't comfortable with, and I have to say that is probably a strategy that only somebody who has played the game before might think of. Because good job. And once again, you get into the 20 club, which is a very difficult club. Not everybody has gotten into the 20 club. So good job. But right behind you was Miss Ashley. Good job, Miss Ashley. 19 points. Couple of bigger bets on some of those maybe, or a slip up by Joey, and you would have had him. But you did really well. You killed round 2. I thought Helena Bonham Carter would have been very difficult just for anybody because she's not the first actor we think of, but you killed that round. Of course, all of you guys are welcome back on the show. And Mr. Parker, you came in third place, but I want to thank you for making it because I don't think I would have rewatched this movie, at least for a while, or done this movie on the show had it not been for you because you really do like this movie. But it was just some of the questions caught you. And it happens. So I want to thank you for being on. And once again, like I said, anytime you guys want on, you guys think of a movie that you guys love, you guys know I would love to have you guys on. I love doing this show with really good people. Everyone showed up. Everyone who's in the chat, we got all of our favorites. Berninski, Fee's there. We had Mr. Robert Best. We had Artie showed up.
Twice.
We had Necrosynth. We had all of the best. All of the best people were here. Switchblade Kittens was here checking us out. I appreciate all of you guys checking us out. Once again, I do want to tell you guys that if you are on the Facebook or YouTube and you want to be more involved, you want to be part of the community, go on over to twitch.tv/stabcomedy. There's so much fun things to be involved. I'm not the only show that communicates with our audience. Jesse does a Jackbox show all the time where they're constantly with the audience and doing Jackbox games with the audience that you should join and have fun with. And all the other shows also communicate in their own ways with the audience, and it's such a fun community to be a part of. So go on over there, twitch.tv/stabcomedy. Also at the top of the page is the Patreon and Venmo. You guys know how to support. I thank you guys so much for being here. Next time you guys will see us will be in 2 weeks. We're doing it a little differently now, but I think that allows me to get really good questions and some really good contestants that I'm excited to have on here. So thank you guys all for joining us. And Jesse, why don't you lead us out and tell the people where they're going to go next?
Well, thank you, buddy, and thank you one more time, Joey, Parker, Ashley. Fun night as usual. Sorry, I'm just trying to get everything together here. That is it for us for the evening. Check us out tomorrow, Inside the Box. You know, the Jackboxy sort of game night show that Buddy was just referencing. That's at 5 in the, let's call it afternoon, technically. And then it's at least a 60% chance that Drawing a Blank will be on after that at 9. So thank you guys for joining us. Let's see where we can send this Twitch audience. Who's doing things? How about... oh, there's so many people. Who haven't I sent you guys to in a while? How about... you know what? Cap Puns could use some eyeballs. Go see what they're doing. And we will see you here tomorrow at 5 o'clock, Inside the Box. Me and you. It'll be fun. Hold on for a minute.
Simply unavoidable. The trend is irreversible. The woman is invincible. She's a natural law, and she leaves me in awe. She deserves the applause. I surrender because she used to look good to me, but now I find her simply irresistible. Simply irresistible. Simply irresistible. There's no telling where the money went. Simply irresistible. She's on my mind. There's no other way to go. She's unavoidable and back against the wall. She gives me feelings that I never felt before. I'm breaking promises, she's breaking nerves.